lip readers have revealed what Meghan Markle said to Prince Harry during their reported tiff at Princess Eugenie's wedding. In TV footage, the Duchess, 37, seemed exasperated with her husband in what was thought to be a rare moment of conflict between the recently wed couple. During the broadcast, Meghan seemed to aim an eye roll at the 32-year-old when he interrupted her chat with Zara Tindall at St. George's Chapel. Body language experts claimed the eye roll seemed to be a way of telling off Harry, treating him like a naughty child. For live updates on the royal wedding celebrations, click here, but a lip reader has revealed to Mirror Online what the pair said to each other. Harry, who married his wife at the same chapel, is thought to have commented, "Everything's different." And Meghan shot back, "Yes, of course, that's the way." She then seemed to make a reference to how full the venue was as her sentence finished. "Fill up." As much as she spoke, the former Suits star raised her hands in apparent exasperation before turning her polite smile back on and resuming the conversation with Zara. Harry looked sheepish after the exchange, shuffling in his seat, as though he had been admonished. Body language expert Judy James said, "For some reason Harry looks distracted and fidgety as they wait in the pews, while Meghan sits facing front and looking demure and impervious, with a polite social smile on her face." Harry mutters something to Meghan and her eyebrows raise before she turns her head towards him, using what looks like an emphatic gesture with each word of her reply. She told the Daily Mail Harry starts to talk to her, and she performs a subtle eye dart to her left, a bit like a mother whose kid is trying to interrupt her grown-up conversation. She turns to Harry and seems to have a slightly firmer conversation, raising her hands and then bringing them together and using a small head baton gesture for emphasis. Meghan leans back towards Zara, resuming her polite social smile along with their conversation. Harry rubs his face, chews his lips and leans into the side of his seat like a child that has just been told to sit still. Meghan was also filmed doing a similar emphatic gesture with her hands as she smiled and chatted with Princess Anne in the chapel. Read more. Princess Eugenie's wedding, and after the ceremony, the couple turned on the charm again, appeared loved up for the cameras with their arms around each other. Princess Eugenie, 28, and Jack Brooksbank, 32, wed at the same spectacular 15th-century chapel that was chosen by Harry and Meghan for their own nuptials 5 months ago. At the second royal wedding of the year, Eugenie, the younger daughter of Andrew and his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson, and her groom were joined by some 800 guests. The bride donned a stunning Peter Pilotto and Christopher DeVos gown that showed off her scoliosis scar, as well as towering Charlotte Olympia peep-toe heels. She made her entrance at the church's west steps in a 1977 Rolls-Royce Phantom vibe belonging to her grandmother, waving to crowds standing in the wind. Jack was waiting at the altar inside, alongside his best man and brother, Tom. He uttered, "Oh, my heart," when he saw his bride, before adding, "Oh, break my heart." Despite her heels and long dress train, Eugenie still managed to perform an impressive curtsy to the Queen during the ceremony, while holding on to her groom's hand. Read more top news stories from Mirror Online. Jack, meanwhile, was seen bowing his head to Her Majesty at the venue, which was packed with a star-studded congregation including royals, aristocrats and VIPs. The Queen was joined at the ceremony by the Duke of Edinburgh, the Prince of Wales, Harry and Meghan, and the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, as well as other royals. Little Prince George and Princess Charlotte were both part of the young bridal party. And the wedding was followed by a wild evening bash at the Duke of York's residence at Royal Lodge. Robbie Williams reportedly jumped on stage to belt out some of his greatest hits in front of 200 guests.